So tonight for dinner, guys, we're gonna cook chicken with veg in the oven. I've got some rice left over from last night, so that's where the idea comes from. You want to get your good carbs, which is gonna fill you up but be very low in calories, so that's your veg. In today's case, I'm gonna have 2 courgettes, 2 peppers and an onion, and protein from the chicken, and the rice will be our starchy carbs. Okay, so we're gonna go and show you how to make that. It's 4 meals, make it in one go. Have 1 meal tonight and put the rest in a container, and I just need to add bread or rice for tomorrow's lunch and dinner and so on. Okay, so let's go ahead and make that. Many of you have asked over the years, Tops, what do you eat? Can you give us some ideas, recipes, and show us and everything else? So these are just from the head. Nothing ever I make is going to be boring, bland. It's always going to have herbs and spices, and it's absolutely delicious. So for today's dinner, guys, I had some courgettes, 2 peppers, onion. That's approximately 4 pieces of breast chicken. They're strips, but 2 of those make up, so there's 8 pieces there. Coconut oil, herbs, spices, and salt. It's going to be cooked in the oven, just mixed, nice, flavorsome. So you get the protein from your chicken, you got the good filling carbs from your veg. This dish will go with rice or bread, wraps, anything you like. I've actually got some rice left over from last night, so hence this is the reason why I'm making this dish. What else will you need? Obviously you'll need an oven and a baking tray. This one's approximately 1 inch, 1.25 inch deep, and I always line mine with a foil. So to start off with, put the oven on. So for the oven, I always go for max temperature, just let it warm up. Once I open the oven door, put the food in there, then I'll take it to 200 to about 180, so between 180 and 200. And I always cook with foil covered at the beginning, and then once the dish is 80 to 90% done, I'll take it off depending on how much juice and water there is. So let's go ahead and make this awesome dinner, which is going to be fabulous, and it's going to be 4 meals. It's also food prep for the future as well. So the first thing to do, guys, is I'm going to get the foil. You don't have to line your baking tray, but I just find it is so much easier to clean. This little trick, all I'm going to do is use this coconut oil to coat so less of my chicken and veg sticks. So that's going to go straight in the oven now, just for a couple of minutes to melt and get ready. Now time to peel, chop, and get everything ready. So shall we start? Let's begin. First of all, peel this. So all of these are going to be cut quite chunky, guys, because they're going in the oven and to cook with the smaller you chop your veg, the quicker they cook. So if you've got something that takes a little bit longer to cook, then you want to make it small. If you've got something that cooks quite quickly, you want to make it a little bit bigger. So for this one, just going to go nice and chunky. All these veg, as they marinate and cook with the chicken, they will give the flavor. These onions, you just want to separate them slightly because you don't want them to stay in chunky all together. Good. Peppers. Slow cooked courgette, when you eventually have it, it melts in your mouth. So delicious. Now remember, I put the oil in, guys, so just gonna use that to coat the whole of this foil and just spread it around. So it's nice and melted now and runny. So there you go. So that's ready to take the mixture in. Now these chicken pieces, they're quite big. I want them to cook quite quickly, so I'm going to make them into cubes like this. Bung everything in the same bowl. So everything's going to cook at the same time. It's going to take approximately 1 hour in the oven at 180 to 200. First going to cook it with a foil over it, and then see how much water or juice there is. And if you want it dry, then take the foil off. Also, I find when I cook with the foil, it makes less spitting and steam, smoke and everything else inside that oven, and I have less cleaning to do. Now guys, don't be afraid of, some people go, how much salt do I put in? As long as you're not putting too much in. So a little bit of salt. I'm going to put some more in after I mix it. What have I got here? Ground cumin. Sprinkle a little bit on here and there. Experiment what you like, what you don't like. What we got? Mixed herbs. A little bit on this side. Ginger always goes lovely with chicken. Running out on that one, I think. Yeah, I got a bit more. Garlic, definitely. If you're gonna cook something slow cook, you gotta have garlic. All this rubbish about garlic breath. You got mouthwash, you got toothbrush. And this is chili. Okay, I can never ever live without chili. Ran out of chili flakes, so I'm just using straight chili powder. Now I'm gonna give this a good mix. Use your hands, use your spoon, whatever. All right, give it all a nice mix. The juice from the veg, the juice from the chicken is gonna come out. Slow cook. Well, we say slow cook, but it's actually not. As soon as everything is cooked, especially the chicken, the dish is coming out. So regularly check first check every 30 minutes, and then check more frequently. And like I said to you, as soon as the chicken is cooked, take it out. Okay, so I'm going to wash my hands because I'm going to give it another round. I'm going to put a bit more herbs, a bit more chili, cumin. Sometimes I put curry powder in. This is Himalayan rock salt. Some more ginger. And a bit more garlic. Final mix it all well in, and that's ready to go in the oven. Spread it all evenly, guys. So there you go. There. 1 meal, 2 meals, 3, 4 meals. Meal prep. Now if I leave this all open, some of the things are going to start to get burnt, barbecue, corners burnt and stuff. So I'm going to grab another piece of foil, cover the whole thing. Make some holes for breathing. So this dish is purely from my head, guys. It's not from any recipe books or anything. Open the oven. There we go. Check in half an hour and then check more frequently, 15 minutes and so on. Turn the temperature down to, I'm gonna go for 200. It was already preheated. So while that is cooking, guys, I'm gonna go and do a workout. Today is shoulders and abs. Perfect time. Put the food in the oven. My way of cooking as well is the least amount of effort, least amount of time, but it's still got to be healthy, it's still got to be nutritious, and it's got to have all the main ingredients, which is protein, good carbs, starchy carbs, okay, to fill you up a nice balance. So let's go ahead and I'll show you how the dish is coming along. The chicken's been cooking for half an hour, guys. Wow, look at that. Try a bit. It's pretty much cooked, guys. Nice and juicy. So this last bit of cooking, just gonna cook it to get rid of some of that juice and water, and just cook it without the cover. How pretty and delicious does that look? Okay, so it goes back in the oven. Now this time literally just for 5 minutes, guys. That's it. Dinner's done, guys. And there's our main dish. How nice does that look? Ready to plate up. Here we go. So this is yesterday's rice heated up. Let's get some chicken. There you go, guys. How nice is that? So here you go, guys. What a lovely dish. Chicken, veg, rice. Perfect. Time to try it now. Is it all good? As my friend would say, banging. Absolutely delicious. If you found this useful, leave a like, subscribe. Let me know what dishes you'd like to see. Give this a go. Try it and let me know how you found it. Try your own herbs and spices. Until next time, catch you soon. Much love and respect. Look after yourselves. Bye for now. The smaller you cook your veg, the quicker they the smaller you chop, start again. The smaller you chop your veg, the quicker they cook.